Welcome again to the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. And good morning again. This is Ralph with the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. And today we're talking about how a broke mindset will keep you broke and explore ways in which you can change your mindset, which is actually more difficult than what it sounds. And for those of you that think it sounds difficult, well, you're not wrong, but it is possible. You see, a lot of people will go through life thinking that certain things are either scams or impossible. They will have a very limited mindset about life, about their earning capability, about what they are capable of achieving in life. And if somebody is raised in a household in which, everybody in that household in the past has worked a traditional job for a living, they have known no other way, they have been earning 5 figures or even less per year, then a person living in that environment is going to think that's all that's possible for me, because that's all that was possible for my family, my grandmother, my grandfather, just however far back you want to go in your family history. And they will think that that is all that is possible for them because that is the reality that they were raised with. That everybody works a traditional 9 to 5 or maybe even something even worse. And the top wage is like 5 figures a year. And they think you can't go any further because that's just not in their worldview. It's not in their realm of possibility. And a mindset like that, a paradigm, a worldview like that, tends to be set at an early age, like think around 7, 8, 9 years of age. Our childhood impacts us tremendously. And if we're raised in a childhood environment where a limited worldview is thrust upon us, we accept that as being our reality. And there's not a whole lot that we can do to fight it unless we are aware of the problem and are willing to take certain steps to solve the problem. But a person who is raised with a broke mindset is going to carry that mindset with them throughout life. And even when they try to achieve more, if that broke mindset is still active, they will generally fail. They will self-sabotage. They will just find some reason to fail because deep down inside of them, it conflicts with their internal reality that was set in their own mind at childhood. And so if you have a broke mindset, if that is something that you were raised with from early childhood, the good news is that you can change it, but you have to be aware of it first, and then you have to take certain steps to overcome that broke mindset, and you have to be patient with yourself. Because what we're talking about is shifting your paradigm, shifting your entire worldview from a broke paradigm that you were raised with to a brand new paradigm that you are just trying to cultivate at the tender age of, maybe 20, 30, 40. If you're in your 50s and your 60s, it's probably going to be more difficult, but it is still possible. Yes, we can teach old dogs new tricks. And I am saying that as kind of an old dog myself who has spent the last few years learning these new tricks. But what we can do to try to shift our paradigm, our worldview from a broke worldview to more of a worldview in which the potentials are more unlimited, in which the sky is the limit, in which we can earn more than 5 figures a year or 6 figures a year or 7 figures a year. And if our paradigm has a limit, like I've seen people that have a limit of more than 5 figures, but less than 7. And I've seen people that really, they set their goal at wanting to become millionaires. And they hit 6 figures a year and maintain 6 figures a year for the longest time. But that was their glass ceiling. They kept hitting that glass ceiling and they never made that $1 million earning goal. And so your paradigm, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be stuck at 5 figures a year. It can be stuck at a higher at a higher frequency, but it will keep you set. It will keep you stuck at a certain level until you reset your mindset, until you shift your paradigm to a higher level. And I think ideally we need to set our worldview, our paradigm, to the level of anything is actually possible. Just learn to remove the limits. Think of the universe. It is huge. It is unlimited. I mean, when I was growing up, we used to think that there were 5 galaxies in the universe. And now, my God, it's like with the technology that we now have, there are, I don't know how many galaxies, hundreds of thousands of galaxies, and that's just the known universe. Our knowledge about the universe is still expanding. So, I mean, I look upon the universe as being unlimited. And if you think of the source of the universe, if you are a spiritual person, you think that the material world must have a source, that there is a power behind the observable universe, which is for all intents and purposes unlimited, then that source, that power, must also be unlimited. And so if we learn to tap into that source of all, that power that fuels the known universe, then we are tapping into a source of power which is itself unlimited. So if we say to ourselves that we can harness that kind of energy, then we live in a world in which all things can be possible. Like Jesus said in the gospel, you know, with humans, this is not possible, but with God, all things are possible. And if we learn to adapt a mindset like that, then yes, we can open up our potential. We can open up our world view from a very broke mindset, a very limited potential, to a wealthy mindset of unlimited potential. So, we know that a broke mindset will keep us stuck, will keep us broke. We know that our mindset, our paradigm, is set at a very early age, and once it's set, it's pretty hard to unset it, to reset it. So how do we do this? Well, there are a few things that we can practice that will help us create a better mindset, a more unlimited way of thinking about our world. And one is through positive affirmation, that we can change the programming in our minds by just consciously feeding ourselves new programming and repeating that programming as long as it takes until we recognize the new programming as being our new reality. And this is going to take some time, but this is where the idea of affirmations come in. That you keep saying to yourself, instead of saying to yourself, God, I'm screwed, which is a very common negative affirmation that a lot of people will feed into their subconscious or into their consciousness just without thinking over and over again every day. We can choose to feed our mind something more positive, like maybe something like, it looks like I'm limited now, but I will not stay limited forever. And then you just go from there. If you think that you can't do something, this is a trick that I learned from one of our teachers in our home business academy. If you think that you can't do something now, then instead of saying to yourself, I can't do that, say to yourself, I can't do that yet. Leave the door open to future growth and future success. And if instead of focusing on what we can't do, if we learn to focus on what we can accomplish with a little bit of help, with a little bit of change, with a little bit of growth, then we set the stage for our own personal success at some point in time. And if we say to ourselves, instead of the negative affirmations, not really affirmations at all, but the negative garbage that we tend to repeat to ourselves over and over again every day without thinking, if instead we choose to say to ourselves, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy of a better life, and just keep saying those simple affirmations over and over again, eventually we will start to believe it, and we will start to change our internal energy, expand our internal paradigm, our worldview, and start changing our outer lives. But yes, positive affirmations can be a good first step in creating a better mindset for ourselves. We use negative, I don't know what to call them, negative affirmations, negative de-affirmations probably is a better way of saying it. We use those things on ourselves every day. Learn to become aware of that when you are doing it. Like when you're saying, oh my God, I'm so stupid. How could I have done something stupid like that? Catch yourself and flip the script. Say to yourself, every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. I may have acted very stupidly today, but I am going to get better tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. So whenever you catch yourself filling your mind with negative stuff, stop, flip the script, replace it with something positive. This takes a lot of mindfulness, takes a lot of self-awareness, but man, once you get into it, you will find that it will start making change in the way that you think and the way you think about life. And when the way that you think about life begins to change, that's when you begin to set the stage for making change in your own life. So positive affirmations. We could go a whole session on that, but that's all I'm going to say about that right now. Another step, meditation and visualization. A lot of people will start their day, kind of wake up, get some coffee, be a bundle of nerves. Maybe you're not too optimistic about the way the day is going to go, and people will start their day on that energy, either on an energy of nervousness or just negative energy, or an energy of just, I really don't care. Just no desire to really manifest or create anything better, just a mindset saying whatever happens, happens, and I don't care. And that's not a very good way to start your day. If you can instead start your day with some meditation, just take even 10 minutes. Just get up, close your eyes, inhale deeply, take a few deep breaths, and try to align yourself with the power of creation, the source of all, your higher power as you understand that higher power. Or if you're not a religious, spiritual type person, you can just try to connect with the universe as you understand the universe. But however you do it, just make sure you take about 10 minutes every day in the morning and focus on getting your day started on a better footing. And just take some time. Take a few deep breaths, center yourself, ask yourself, what do you want to do today? And then if you want to take the next step, visualize yourself doing what you want to do that day. Set yourself a goal and then see yourself accomplishing that goal and feel yourself accomplishing that goal. And, just shift your energy at the start of each day. Instead of just waking up, grabbing a cup of coffee, and getting started on maybe the wrong foot of negative energy, take 10, 15 minutes, however long you want to dedicate to the process, and just meditate and raise some positive energy. And then set a goal for yourself for that day. And then see yourself, visualize yourself accomplishing that goal. And feel the feeling of success in attaining that goal. And then when you finish that little routine, and again, it can be as short as 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You may want to do it for half an hour. It's totally up to you. But once you accomplish that little process of meditation and visualization, you will have raised enough positive energy to really make a difference in your day. And then start your day. But yeah, positive affirmation, meditation and visualization, and channeling your feelings for the better can really help to reset your worldview and get you set up for better success in the future. And now, we talked about positive affirmations, meditation, and all that. How about also taking the next step, putting positive affirmations into daily practice? If you're saying to yourself, I can do something, isn't it logical to take the next step and actually try to do that something? Set the stage for success first by telling yourself, I can do this. I can do this. I will do this. And then, after you've set the stage, after you've got your energy raised, after you feel pretty positive about your likelihood of actually being successful in accomplishing the tasks that you are setting yourself up for, then take a few small steps by actually going out there into the world, taking some small actions towards attaining those positive affirmations that you've been setting your mind up for. Like, for example, if you're saying to yourself, I can go out there online and start talking to people every day about my business, then at some point in time, it makes logical sense to actually start doing that. Once you have yourself convinced that you are capable of going out there and talking to people, absolute strangers, about your business, then set a goal. Today I'm going to talk to 3 people about my business. And then once you do that, raise the goal a little bit. Say to yourself, I'm going to go out there today and talk to 5 people about my business. And it will be difficult in the beginning. What's hard in the beginning is what we think is going to be difficult for us. It always is difficult in the beginning. But once we start doing it for a time, it becomes easier and easier and easier. And so, yeah, give yourself some time to be able to accomplish your goal, but stick with it. And once you start getting a few successful calls under your belt, once you start getting a few successes, then you will think, okay, I set myself a goal of talking to 3 people about my business. 2 people blew me off totally. 1 actually seemed to listen. Tomorrow I'm going to go for 5 and see what happens. The next day I'm going to go for 10, see what happens. But whatever it is that you want to build in your life, start with a positive affirmation. And then once you've got enough positive energy built up in you, put that positive energy into action and start doing a daily practice that will get you closer to your goals. So yeah, don't just stop with positive affirmations, but go the extra step and put those positive affirmations into daily practice. And once you start doing that, you are setting yourself up for success. And then my final tip here. Our paradigms, our worldviews are set early in childhood because we are surrounded by people at that early age who all think the same. And that mindset just rubs off on us, that worldview, that paradigm, it rubs off on us. So if we want to change our paradigm, we want to grow it, we want to expand it, we want to go from a broke mindset to a mindset that says anything is possible. There really are no limits except in my own mind and imagination. Then the next step we need to take is to surround ourselves with people who are already living in that new paradigm that we want to create for ourselves. The people that surrounded us at childhood had a mindset that rubbed off on us. So if we want to grow beyond that mindset, it makes sense to surround ourselves with the people who are living at that level and let that energy begin to rub off on us, allow that worldview to take root in our own psyche and grow for success by surrounding ourselves with people who are already successful and distancing ourselves from people who have the broke mindset that we're trying to change within ourselves. And that doesn't mean you have to separate yourself from everyone you know right now, but it does mean that you need to open up your social circle to include people who are more successful than you right now and who are open to coaching you, mentoring you, talking with you about how you can change from broke to successful in your own mindset. And a lot of people think this is impossible. I mean, I'm a 5-figure earner. What kind of a millionaire would want to talk to me? But believe it or not, I live in a very small county in the Missouri Ozarks. We are a very poor county. At one time, we were one of the top 10 poorest counties in the United States. And that is changing somewhat. We're no longer one of the top 10 poorest. I guess that would be the bottom 10 poorest. But that is changing. But even in a place like this, I have networked with a few resident millionaires. These are people that generally do a very good job at staying under the radar. And I was kind of surprised at one guy when I found out that he was a millionaire, the richest man in Hickory County. I didn't know that about him until his funeral. And I was a minister at that time, and I was preaching his funeral. And one of the mourners came up to me afterwards and said, "You probably don't realize this, but today, Pastor, you buried the richest man in Hickory County." I had no idea about his income. We never talked money in the church. But I mean, he was always there to support the church. He was always there to help disadvantaged people in the community. I knew he had one heck of a retirement. I just didn't know how good that retirement was. But this guy was super easy to talk to, salt of the earth. He was very open, very loving, very good. And since then, I've come across a couple other millionaires in our small neck of the woods. And so don't think that just because you're a 5-figure earner or less, that a millionaire wouldn't want to network with you for some reason. You know, if you're concerned about the environment, there are millionaires out there who share that concern. Millionaires who are conservationists, who want to do what they can to make the world a better place. Whatever your thing is in life, there is probably a millionaire out there that has a similar passion, a similar goal in their life, besides just getting a lot of money. People that want to leave the world a better place in some form or another. And there are millionaires out there who want to reach out and help other people find success. People like Robert Kiyosaki. He is a millionaire. He is an entrepreneur that has done very well in his life. One of his main missions in life is to reach out and help people grow beyond a broke mindset to a mindset where anything is possible. He wants to teach financial skills to people who want to learn. And yeah, sometimes there is a price tag involved. Like, I can't just call up Robert Kiyosaki just out of the blue and say, "Hey, Bob, what's up?" We're not really on that kind of a basis yet. But I can buy his books. I can listen to his recordings. I can find his webinars online. There are a lot of ways in this age right now where we can hook up with millionaires and billionaires and start letting them influence us for the better by just listening and learning and doing what they do. And if we start opening up our social circle, just not just including people who are at our same level, but surrounding ourselves with people who are at the next level that we want to achieve and are willing to serve as mentors. And then finding people who are at the next level and the level after that and the level after that. Focus on increasing our activity by increasing our game and just learning from people who are at the next level continuously. Then, yeah, we set ourselves up for good future growth and growing a mindset that tells ourselves that our potential is unlimited. And whatever level I want to strive for, with the right help, I can attain it. And eventually, going from a mindset of who's going to help me in what I want, in attaining what I want to achieve, to a mindset of telling ourselves who's going to stop me from attaining what I want to achieve and doing what I want to do in my life. Then we reach a level of true personal empowerment. So don't be afraid of reaching out to people who are higher up than you, people who are already at where you want to be, and networking with those people, talking to those people. And the internet makes this so easy. You can get involved in Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, X groups. You can get involved with all kinds of masterminds led by people who are very successful in their chosen field. People who are willing to share with you what they did to become successful and help you to become successful too by helping you follow their example. You do that, then yes, you are setting yourself up for good future success. So the 4 points I've listed here: positive affirmations, meditation and visualization, putting positive affirmation into daily practice, and surrounding yourself with people who are already living where you want to be. Those are the 4 steps that I would recommend for people who want to go from a broke mindset to an unlimited mindset. Changing your paradigm, yes, it is hard. And especially if you're older in life and you've been working with a paradigm that was cemented into place at early childhood, changing it is going to be a challenge. But it's not impossible, and it is doable for anybody that sets their mind to doing it. And if you want to become more successful in life, and you realize that you are operating with an extremely broke mindset, then changing your mindset is one of the first things you need to do before you will be able to succeed in anything you want to do in life. So focus on changing your mindset, and don't tell yourself it's impossible. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. In our business academy, we have a bunch of old dogs who are learning new tricks. And we have some young pups too who are coming in and learning new tricks. And it's kind of nice seeing young people changing their mindset at an earlier age. You know, they got a lot more future ahead of them, and it's good to be able to see them living out that future more productively than wasting it like a lot of us people have. But yeah, any age, you can change your mindset if you're willing to put the process into action. Now, if you would like help in changing your mindset, we have a home business academy, which gives you a chance to earn 80% recurring commissions by selling the academy as an affiliate. It also has a lot of rich material that you can use to change your mindset. We have mastermind groups that meet. We have affirmations that you can use. We have trainings. We have daily trainings that are led by top earners in the affiliate marketing industry. So if you'd like to check all that out, go to my main affiliate link, www.ralphshomebiz.com, and I will put that link in the program description below. But this academy, it teaches you how to do affiliate marketing. It also has a lot of other material that will help you change from a broke mindset to a mindset that says, my future potential is unlimited. I am a child of the universe. I can do whatever I want to. I can do anything I set my mind to. And yeah, this is an incredible academy. I've been in it now for about a year, and I am finding a whole lot of value in this academy. And I'm sure that you can too. So if you want a chance to earn 80% recurring commissions and shift your mindset for the better, check out our Home Business Academy. Okay, This is Ralph signing out. Thank you for dropping by. We will catch you in tomorrow's podcast. Until then, take care and great success in whatever it is that you're doing. Bye-bye.